Okay, today we are going to be cooking coconut curry steamed fish. Here we have our carrot or tomato, bell pepper, otherwise known as sweet pepper in Jamaica. Here we have our scallion, or some persons know it as green onion, and our regular onion, along with some sprigs of thyme. Here we also have our pumpkin, which I'll be putting on the stove shortly to half boil it. Here we have a few powdered seasonings. We have our curry, our jerk seasoning, our cayenne pepper, oregano, and our paprika. Over here we have our coconut milk ready and rearing to go. In the sink we have our fish, scaled, clean and ready. At the moment it's soaking in some vinegar water to cut out some of the rawness. Okay, now we're going to put our powdered seasoning on the fish so that it can marinate. Jerk seasoning. Or paprika or oregano. We're not going to put the curry in it until we are ready to start cooking. We're going to rub that in now for it to marinate. So here we have our fish marinating in the powdered seasoning. I don't use black pepper and cook, so you won't see any black pepper in this. I put a sprig of the thyme in it. We let that soak or marinade. Soak is a Jamaican term for it, for a few minutes, and then we start everything rolling. The water is now boiling for the pumpkin, and we're going to put it on to half boil. You don't have to worry about any nutrients boiling out of the pumpkin, because we'll be using the water that it is boiled in to put in the fish. Our pumpkin has been boiling now for about 3 to 4 minutes. We're going to remove it now from the fire, and we're going to put the pot on now to start preparing the fish. So here we have the pot on the stove now. The vegetables to be sauteed. And as I said before, this is our scallion, or what some persons know as green onion, or thyme, and or onion, white onion. Our bell pepper has been added, and now we'll add the tomatoes. Add in our half-cooked pumpkin and some carrots. And we're adding the curry powder now. Next we'll add the coconut milk. Adding our coconut milk now. We're going to be adding our fish now. No, we're going to wait until it boils for a few minutes and then we'll add the fish. Our pot has been simmering for about 8 minutes now, so we're going to be adding our fish now. Look at that, people. Nice. And people, now that I've added my fish, I will sprinkle a little salt on the top. I don't use a lot of salt to cook, so I wait until it is really necessary to put it in. There we go. And don't worry yourself if it seems a little like it would want some more liquid. Remember, we have the stock from the pumpkin. It's right here, ready and waiting. Covering the pot now so that it can simmer and for the fish to cook. Clear the sink. We're going to be serving our fish with some pasta, potato salad and raw veg. Putting this to simmer for a while. Mixed vegetable. Okay, after about 10 minutes, we're going to check our fish. Ooh, looks lovely. We're going to be adding a little butter now. You know, as Jamaicans, we can't cook steamed fish without a little butter. And I'll turn it off in about another minute or two. I'll probably give it 2 to 3 minutes. And checking on our steamed veg now, a part of it, the mixed vegetable to go in, and the broccoli. Yes, this fire can turn off now. It's been steaming now for about 4 minutes. And we have the water on the fire for the pasta and the Irish potato. Some of you might be wondering, how was I cooking the Jamaican kitchen? I'm cooking without garlic, but I have my garlic right here. I was taught as a younger child that when you're going to add your garlic, you had it about a minute or two before you turn the stove on, so you don't lose those medicinal properties from the garlic, because as we know, garlic is nature's own antibiotic, so we don't want to lose the properties from the garlic by putting it in too early. Wow. So I'm going to close it now, and probably in the next 30 seconds I'm going to turn off the heat from under the pot. I'll reduce the heat now. And our potatoes are here boiling. I'll be adding the pasta to the next pot shortly. In this are some of the cuttings from our meal. It's not all of it. I'll be making I'll be starting up a little outside vegetable garden soon. So I'm going to be saving these for manure and for nourishment for the soil. So I'm not going to throw these away. I'm going to be saving them. Because, you know, in this COVID time, we have to be very conservative and try to also get a little exercise going outside and working in the garden. Those of us who don't have a garden or space outside can make a garden. We can do it in a pot or in a box until we can find proper space. So we can grow our own tomatoes and pepper and okra. So let us start. You and I start together, okay? Our carrots have been shredded. Our tomatoes, the bigger tomatoes, Jamaican salad has been sliced. Our cucumbers have been sliced. Our lettuce have been washed and cut up. I don't really like to see the big slice, big leaf of lettuce in the plate, so I cut them up. And we have our mixed veg over here. Oh, when I had put in some of the pumpkin water that boiled from the pumpkin, I did not show it, but I've used most of it. I think I'm going to use this pasta, the twist, instead of this one that I had already shown. Or I'll probably just do a mixture of the two. Yeah, I might just do a mixture of the two. I'll use all of this and some of this one. Our fish is finished now, and I've just moved over the pot with the water for the pasta on that flame. That flame is a little faster than the one that it was on. So I'll be adding my pasta soon. So here we are, all diced. Now I'm not going to use any egg white in this potato salad. I don't really fancy egg, so I won't be using egg white at this time. You will see the finished product as we serve our meal.